Good morning. My name is R. Rajeswari, working as English CRT in kgbv Anandapuram. Today I would like to talk about new model paper of English for 10th class students. In previous days we have two papers in each subject, but now we have only one paper. For 3 hours 15 minutes for allotted the writing the exam, 15 minutes for reading the paper, and 3 hours for writing the exam. Let us go to analysis the paper. In this paper we have 3 sections. Section A, reading comprehension, 30 marks. Section B, grammar and vocabulary, 40 marks. Section C, creative expression, 30 marks. Total marks are 100. In this paper, A section have 15 questions. Each question carry 2 marks. 1 to 5 questions comes from A reading lessons. Among 5 questions, 2 are WH questions, 3 are multiple choice questions. Okay, children. Section A, reading comprehension. First I read the para. All of you read this para and understand the comprehension of the para. Next we answer the given questions. Nick Eugesius was born with no arms and legs, but he doesn't let the details stop him. The brave 26-year-old, who is mainly a torso, plays football and goals, swims and surfs. Despite having no limbs, Nick has a small foot on his left hip, which helps him balance and enables him to kick. He uses his foot to type, write with a pen and pick things up between his toys. I call it my chicken drumstick, joke Nick, who was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. I would be lost without it. This para comes from a reading passage. Now answer the following question. Where was Nick born? The answer is in the last line in the para. Nick was born Melbourne, Australia. How does his small foot help him? Its small foot helps him to type, write, plays football, golf, surfs, etc. But he doesn't let the third question. But he doesn't let the details stop him. What does this sentence means? His disability does not stop him achievements. The fourth question. I call it my chicken drumstick, joked Nick. It refers to a small foot on his left hip. This is the answer. Next, fifth one. Nick now lives in where? Nick lives in Los Angeles. Next we go to 6th to 8th questions. Read the following stanza carefully. These questions comes from poetry section. But believes me, son, what I want to be, what I used to be. When I was like to you, I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh for my laugh in the mirror. Shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. This stanza comes once upon a time poem. Choose the correct answer to the following questions. The 6th question. This stanza is a conversation between. This stanza is conversation between a father and his son. The A is the correct answer. Next we go to 7th question. What does the speaker want to unlearn? The speaker want to unlearn all these muting things. This is the answer of the 7th one. Next we go to 8th one. How does the mirror show his teeth like? His mirror shows two teeth like snakes bear fangs. Next we go to 9th to 10th questions. Read the following conversation carefully. Now I read the conversation between Slater and Abel Merriweather. Slater, Father, Abel, I don't take you long to start dividing my things between you. I will tell you what I am going to do. Since your mother died, I will live part of the time with you, Amelia, and part of with you, Lizzie. Well, I shall make a new will, leaving all my bit of things to whoever I am living with when I die. How does that strike you? This conversation comes on Dear Departed Part 2. This section comes on Be Reading Prose Part. In this section, we have two questions. This is a multiple choice questions. Now the 9th one. Where was Abel living after his wife's death? A part of time with Emilia and part of time with Lizzie. This is the answer of the 9th one. Next 10th one. Who did Abel want to leave his bits of the things according to his new will? The B is the correct answer. To whoever Abel was living with at the time of his death. In next we go to 11 to 15 questions. Read the following table. In this section, this is based on the what is data given. Here they given one table. Names of the states. 5 most affected coronavirus states in India. Names of the states. Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala. Active cases and cured, discharged, deaths, total confirmed cases. Now answer the following questions. What is the table about? The table is about most affected coronavirus states in India. This is the answer of the first question. The heading is the answer here. Next, which state has maximum number of active cases? Tamil Nadu is maximum number of the active cases in our state in India. 13th one, the total number of people cured and discharged from Andhra Pradesh. The B1 is the answer. 7,268 people cured and discharged from Andhra Pradesh. 14th one, minimum number of deaths occurred in dash. The minimum number of deaths occurred in Kerala. That's why we put A option is the answer. Next 15th one. Total number of confirmed cases are high in. The answer is Tamil Nadu. A is the correct answer. Next we go to grammar and vocabulary. In this section, total marks allotted 40. Every question comes from grammar and vocabulary part. In this we have 17 questions, 16 to 32. Answer all the questions of section B, grammar and vocabulary, in the same order. Place in your answer book. First one, 16th one. Combine the following sentence using who. Here, Nick met Bethany Hamilton. This is the first sentence. She had her arm bitten off by a shark. This is the second sentence. We combine these sentences using the relative clause. Who is the relative clause here? First we identify the subject of the first sentence. Nick is the subject. Next, object is Bethany Hamilton. Next sentence, subject is describes about the object. That's why we remove the she pronoun here. And we put who relative clause here. Nick met Bethany Hamilton, who had her arms bitten off by a shark. This is the answer of this sentence. Next, 17th one. Change the following sentence into passive voice. Here, first we identify what is subject, what is verb, and what is object. First, Samsuddin is the subject, helped is the verb, me is the object, and my first wages is the complement of the sentence. First, we changed subject into a object, object changed into a subject. Here, me is the object. First, we brought this one. This is a singular word. That's why we use I. Next, the sentence in past tense. That's why we use was auxiliary verb. I was. Next, helped is the V2 form. We changed this verb into V3 form. I was helped by. By is the preposition. We should use the before of the object. I was helped by Samsuddin earn my first wages. This is the answer of this sentence. Next we go to 18th one. Combine the following sentence in spite of. There were freezing temperatures. They trekked for us. In these two sentences, we combine the linker word. What is the linker word? In spite of is the linker word here. First, we identify which sentence comes first. There were freezing temperature. They trekked for earth. Here, there were freezing temperature is the first sentence. That's why we put in spite of word before this sentence. First, we remove the subject. There is subject of the first sentence. They also subject of the second sentence. They are not same. That's why we remove the first subject. There we should remove. Next we go to verb changes. Here the verb change into a noun form. In spite of freezing temperature, they trekked for us. This is the answer of the 18th one. Next we go to 19th one. Fill in the blanks with suitable form of the verbs given in the bracket. My problems are very similar. Dash yours. We should use the correct phrasal preposition. Similar to is the correct phrasal preposition. That's why we put to fill in the blank. Next we go to B. He is very much interested in is the correct answer. 20th. Fill in the blanks with suitable form of the verbs given in the brackets. Before Mrs. Jordan reached home, Mrs. Emilia dashed the bureau. Here, first we identify which sentences comes first. Mrs. Emilia dashed the bureau is the first sentence. We write the sentence in past participle form. Latter sentence we write in simple past. Before Mr. Jordan reached home, Mrs. Emilia had stolen the bureau. Next we go to 21. Your friend rides his bike without helmet. Advise him to wear helmet. We write answer like here. You should wear helmet while rides the bike, or you should wear helmet. This is the answer. Next we go to 22nd. Change the following into polite request. You to a clerk in a bank, help me to fill the application. In this sentence, you write in a polite way. You should use could you or would you or please. Please help me to fill the application. Could you help me to fill the application, or would you help me to fill the application is the answer. Next we go to 23rd. What do the following sentence mean? Choose the right answer. Write in your answer book. Shall I carry the bag for you? This is the offering help. The answer is B1. Second one. Why don't we take breakfast? This is the answer is B1. Next we go to 24th. Read the following paragraph. Write the synonyms of the words. Underline words, choosing from the words given in the box. In synonym words, first we choose right synonyms given the 6 options. Objected, unwillingly, purchase, expand, save, sold. My father protested, give me an old pair. You don't have to spend money on new shoes. I couldn't convince him to buy a new pair. Reluctantly, I gave him the hunting boots. Here, protested meaning is objected. Spend meaning is sold. Buy means purchase. Reluctantly meaning is unwillingly. 25th. Read the paragraph and match the words underlined with their antonyms. Underline B. First, we choose correct antonyms from the 6 options. It is in matching mode. Allowed. Antonym word is denied. Acquired. The antonym word is expenditure. Majority. The antonym word is minority. Conflict. Antonym word is agreement. Next we go to 26th. Fill in the blanks with the right form of the words given in the bracket. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific socio-economic and emotional environment and trained in a certain ways by figure of authority. I inherited honest and self-discipline from my father. Next we go to 27th. Complete the following words. OU, EA, IE, EE. These are the vowel cluster words. These words we fill in the blanks. Nick who was teased. We use EA words here, and next we use IE letters used here. Had an electric wheelchair for mobility and a team of carriers to help him. Next we go to complete the words with correct suffix given in the bracket. The first casualty came in the form of the suspension. Here we used SION suffix of the train halt at Rajeswari station. Here we use tion word. Next we go to 29. A century, certain, wisdom, medicine. Here all words are correct. The B1, poison, rebel, platform, business. All are correct. Next we go to 30 question. Read the following entry of the words given below. Answer the question that follow. Reservoir, noun. A large natural or artificial lake used as a source of water. Water supply. The first question, the A question is, what is the meaning of the word reservoir? A large natural or artificial lake used as a source of water supply is the answer. Next, B1. Which part of speech is it? It is a noun. Next we go to 31. Arrange the following words under the correct headings. Here they given some words: syllabus, spices, datum, phenomenon, erratum, crisis, thesis, diagnosis. Greek words are spices, phenomenon, crisis, thesis. Latin words are syllabus, datum, erratum, diagnosis. These are all the Latin words. Next we go to (32). Match the following one-word substitutes in part A with the meaning in part B. Write only the number at their corresponding letter in your answer book. Part A, autobiography. Autobiography, cardiologist, centurion, anthropologist. Part B, a person who studies human race. B, one who believes in God. C, one who spends too much. D, a life history written by oneself. E, a doctor who treats heart disease. F, a person who is above 100 years. We choose correct answer from given 6 options in part B. Autobiography, a life history written by oneself. We write D letter in the first bracket. Next, second one is cardiologist, a doctor who treats heart diseases. This is the E letter. We write the second bracket. Next, third one, centurion, a person who is above 100 years. Here we use F letter in the third blank. Anthropologist, we use first one, a person who studied human race. Here we write A letter. 3. Creative expression. Answer any one of the following. In this question, we have two discourses. The first discourse is conversation, and second discourse is diary entry. The students given the answer, they should choose one question, one discourse, and they write one answer to given the discourses. Each discourse carry 10 marks. It has choice. In 33A, imagine you are a journalist and interested in protection of environment. You got an opportunity to meet Wangarai Mate. Write possible conversation between Wangarai Mate and you covering maximum aspects related to the environment. Or B. In the lesson, the deer departed to Abel understands the trickery of his daughters. He realized his daughters were not interested in him. They had no love and affection for him. Imagine you are Mr. Abel and write a diary entry in this context. Student should choose one discourse and write the answer. Next, we go to 34th question. Answer any one of the following. This discourse also 10 marks. First discourse is letter writing. Next discourse is biographical stretch. The student should choose one discourse and write the answer of the discourse. This discourse carry 10 marks. A1. The initiative of the government of Andhra Pradesh to transform schools under Manabadi Nadu Nedu scheme is expected to be a big blow. Renovation of buildings, construction of compound walls, well-maintained bathrooms, modern blackboards, drinking water facility, greenery all over the school, clean environment and many more are ensured for the children of government schools. This is the A question in 34th. Next, B question. You are Sneha residing in Guntur. Now write a letter to your friend Rashma in Kadapa, reflecting your views on how Nadu Nedu scheme is beautifying your school. Next we go to B answer. Write a biographical sketch of Kallal Santosh Babu, who laid down his life for the country, fighting against soldiers. You may use the following given hints. Full name: Bikkamallu Santosh Babu. Date and place of birth: 13 February 1983, Suryapat in Telangana. Father Upender, a retired bank manager. Mother homemaker. Education class 1 to 5th at Sri Saraswati Shishu Mandir, Lakshitpat in Mancherial district. Recognized as a brilliant student in the school. Studied through class 11th at Sainik School in Korkonda, Vizianagaram district. Army career. On 27th November 2000, joined the NDA National Defence Academy and went to the IMA in 2004. Commissioned as Lieutenant 2004, Captain 2006 and Major 2010. Attended Defence College at Wellington. Served in UN Peacekeeping Force in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Lieutenant Colonel 2017, Colonel 2020. Awards: High Altitude Service Medal, Videsh Seva Medal, UN Mission in Congo Medal, Special Service Medal, Mahavir Chakra. Death on 15th June 2020 as Co in Galwan Valley, Eastern Ladakh in Operation Snow Leopard. Using this information, we write a paragraph about Colonel Santosh. Next we go to 35 question. Here 35 questions has a choice. The first question is, read the following passage carefully, focusing on the underlined part. On my way home from the bus stop, my truck had been carried by a porter. The problem now was we couldn't find anyone who could help me carry the trunk to the bus stop. At another time of the year, we would have easily found someone to help me. But now, most of villages were busy in the fields. Nobody had time to spare for me. In fact, carry the trunk should not have been such as worry for me, except that my education had made me shun physical labor. After all, I was a government officer, and the idea of people seeing me carry my own luggage was not at all amusing. Otherwise, for a young man like me, it should not have been an issue to carry a 20-kilo chest on my back. Now frame WH questions to get the underlined part as answers. Next we go to B1. Study the following pie chart and write a paragraph describing the information in it. First we read this diagram. Next we write a paragraph about this diagram.